present. Thank you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malik Harrison leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Gun. They'll look to throw. And some room to work. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Now this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Tackled at about the 35.
Early, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Geis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The toss right to Geis. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. The carry here for the big tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Gurley. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was tackled at the 20.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Todd Gurley.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And the Bears first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bears nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Anthony Miller.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Makes the score.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they can.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Prime time, baby.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's going to be caught by Nick Valor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Gurley. They find some open field here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score, Ravens 14, Bears 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. Left side is Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. I'll call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offense backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
The ball carrier.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Stepping up, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Justin Tucker.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got this down to the 35. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack. We've had guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Danny Trevathan on the tackle. Brings up third down.
He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep, and this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty much. Go that route again.
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And his throw is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. 15 yards on the play. First down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw again is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jackson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Running for it, Montgomery. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First down, Chicago.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's brought down.
The pass.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And we've got set them back 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Bears 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
To number 13.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. The man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete to Cole Kmet. It's a gain of 16 yards.
He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the Ravens' 23-yard line.
Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Ravens,